Hello! This video is going to be the start of my project pan for 2025, and I didn't think that I would be doing a project pan until somebody in my comments asked if I was, because I am doing a low sort of no buy for 2025. So when I thought about it, I realized that I actually am doing a project pan, because if I'm not planning on buying any unnecessary makeup and products, my goal is to use up what I already own. Today I wanted to go through those products that I want to focus on using. I usually use my products really slowly, especially my makeup, because I just don't wear makeup every single day. So my goal with this project pan is to not use up my products as quickly as possible, but instead to focus on using products that I just don't reach for that often. And I really just want to try to make a dent in them and see how far I can get in some of these products. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with my makeup products, and I just finished filming my makeup declutter for this year, so go check out that video. But I ended with a total of 50 makeup products, and that's down from 70 around July of 2024. So I've either decluttered or used up 20 products in less than a year, and I don't think I'm going to be going through that many this year with Project Pan. Most of those I got rid of because they're just so old and expired, or I just didn't like them at all. Whereas the makeup I have left now, for the most part, I really like. So I don't think I'm going to be trying to use it up as quickly as possible. And there are definitely some products that I could very easily use up just because they're my favorites and they're already getting pretty low. So for example, all of these products are pretty close to being done. And if I focused on them, I could probably finish them up within a month. But these are my favorite products and I am in no rush to use them up. So products like this will not be a part of my project pan. And I really just want to focus on products that I struggle to use up. All right, so here are all of my makeup products that I want to include in my project pan for 2025. Starting with some lip balms. I included this in my makeup declutter and I said that it wasn't empty, and it pretty much isn't empty, but I probably have 2 or 3 more uses to get out of it. So I'm including this one because I feel like that's just an easy one to get rid of. Next, I have this Laneige lip sleeping mask. And again, I'm not necessarily in a rush to use this one up, and I've probably had this one for a couple years now, and I use it every single night, and a little goes a long way, and it's really lasting a long time. So even though I think I'm about to hit the bottom of this, I think it could still last me probably for the rest of the year. But I am planning on finishing this one up this year, so that's why I'm including it in my project pan. And then after I finish up that Laneige lip mask, I have this CosRX one that I got for free with an Ulta order probably a year or 2 ago. I've used a little bit of it. It definitely doesn't last as long as the Laneige. It's not as thick, but I like it fine. So this is what I'll try to use up after I finish the Laneige one. So my goal is to not buy any more lip masks until I use both of these products up. And then after I use these up, I'll probably go back to my tried and true Vaseline lip therapy, because that's what I was using before I purchased this Laneige one. I've been using it for years and it's a really great product, and honestly, it's comparable in effectiveness to the Laneige. There's really not a huge difference between the two of them, just the Laneige has a bit more of a luxury experience with the packaging and the smell, but the Vaseline one is totally sufficient, so I will be going back to that one after I finish these. Next, I have this Merit concealer stick, and this one I decided to keep in my declutter just now. Even though it's not quite the right color for me, it's a little too dark and a little too pink. And I also don't fully like how it sits on my skin. It kind of accentuates the texture on my skin, which I don't love. But I'm thinking that the color might work better for me during the summer. So my plan is to hold on to this until the summer and see if I can get some use out of it. And if I end up still not liking it, then I will probably declutter it. Next up, I have this Kulfi eyebrow gel, and this is one that I've mentioned a few times in my other videos. It's not that I necessarily dislike it, but I also don't really love it. So I think it's one that I can use on a daily basis and really try to use up so that I can purchase one that I like more. And the one that I have my eye on to replace this one is the clear Glossier Boy Brow. And I've been so tempted to just purchase the Boy Brow before I use this one up, but I'm really going to try hard to use this one up because I know as soon as I purchase a replacement for this, that this one will just go to waste. So my goal is to use this one up this year. Okay, next I have quite a few lip products, and all of these I like just fine, but I find myself not reaching for them that much, so that's why I wanted to include them here. So first I have this Rare Beauty Glossy Balm in the color Nearly Apricot, and I have a couple other colors of this Rare Beauty lip gloss that I really like, but for some reason this color gets almost no use from me, and I think it's just a little warmer and pinker than what I typically like. That doesn't mean that it looks bad on me. I really just need to prioritize using it. And I feel like spring and summertime will be the perfect time to use this color. So I really want to focus on using this one up. And then next I have this Kosas lip oil. This one is in the color Unhooked. And this is another one in my most recent declutter video where I considered decluttering it, but the color is like nothing else that I have in my makeup collection right now. And I really like how it feels on my lips. It's really just the scent that bothers me. It's a very kind of artificial vanilla cupcake sort of scent that I just don't really like. But this product is already beyond expired, so I'm going to try to use it up this year. Otherwise, I think it's just going to go to waste. So I'm adding this one to my project pan. Next, I have these 4 Merit lip oils. These two are part of their Shade Slick oils, and these two here are part of their Gelée line. So these have more pigment, but they're still not super pigmented once they're on the lips. The main reason why I don't reach for these all that often is because they don't last very long at all, and they also don't feel super nourishing on the lips. I really like the colors, but I just have so many other lip products that I enjoy more. So if I could use these up this year, that would be great. Also because they are beyond expired. They're probably a year or two past their expiration date. So I really want to try to use those up this year. And same for these 2 lip oils from Merit. These are much more sheer on the lips, but I find these to be a lot more nourishing and comfortable. And even though they don't last a super long time, I enjoy using them, and I find them really easy to use sort of on the go or just reapplying throughout the day. And that's why I've used so much of this one up, because that's what I was doing with this one before I purchased this Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve lip treatment. And as soon as I got this one, I just preferred it over the Merit one. This is what I reach for on a daily basis, but I want to go back to trying to use up these 2 Merit ones because they also have technically expired. So if I don't use them up this year, then I don't think I'll ever use them. And I do enjoy them, so I just need to use them. So that's why I'm including those. And then my last 2 lip products are these Ilia tinted lip balms in the color Wanderlust and Lady. And I really like these products. They give a really nice blotted lip with a decent amount of color, but they're still really comfortable to use. But I just don't find myself reaching for them that often for some reason. And they are already well beyond expired. So my goal is to try to use these up this year before they start to really change in scent and texture and are unusable. Next, I have a couple eye products. I have these liquid eyeshadows from Lisa Eldridge in the colors Angelica and Bianca. And these are 2 of my favorite eyeshadows. They're a really great one and done liquid eyeshadow, and they're really beautiful and they blend out really easily, and I love the colors of them. But these are not something that I find myself reaching for on a daily basis, especially this Angelica one. It feels more of like a special occasion sort of eyeshadow. But then I recently tried out this Bianca color, and I feel like it's a lot better suited for day-to-day use because it is more subtle. So I really want to try to use these up this year because they only have a 6-month shelf life, and I've probably already had them for 3 years at this point. So I need to just use them up before they actually go bad. And then finally, for makeup products that I really want to make a dent in this year are these 3 Merit Flush Balms in the colors Rouge, Cheeky, and Mood. I really like these Merit Flush Balms, but I find myself reaching for the same color all the time, and that is Beverly Hills. And I feel like this Beverly Hills color just suits me really well and is really easy to use on a daily basis. And you can see how much I've used of this one compared to Mood. So you can see how much product is still left in Mood because I have barely touched it. And I've probably had all of these for at least a couple years now. So again, they're technically expired, but they still work fine in my opinion, and they haven't changed in texture or scent at all. So my goal is to use up these 3 colors that I don't find myself reaching for as much. And I don't know if I can actually use these up. I feel like that's a pretty lofty goal to have, but I at least want to make a decent dent in them and really make it a goal to be reaching for pretty much these blushes exclusively. So that's all of the makeup that I'm going to include in my project pan for 2025. Okay, next I have some hair products that I want to go through to see what I want to try to use up this year. And hair products, I'm notoriously bad at finishing, so this might be a little challenging for me. So I've already been on a mission to clear up some of the clutter in my shower. I have already finished these 2 products here. I feel like both of them I just felt okay about. They're nothing special, and it's not that I dislike them, but I also didn't love them. So I probably won't be repurchasing them in the future, but I used them up. So I'm going to consider these part of my 2025 project pan and something that I finished this year. So those 2 are gone. So a few other items that are living in my shower that I also want to finish up this year is the shampoo that goes to that conditioner that I just finished. Again, I don't dislike it, but I also don't love it. So I just want to try to use it up. And then I have this Amika Bust Your Brass hair mask. And this one I am really close to using up. I bought this when I had balayage highlights in my hair, and I haven't had those highlights for pretty much a year, but I've been continuing to use this hair mask because I actually really like how effective it is. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes, and it makes my hair feel really soft, but not weighed down. So I think this is a really good product, but because I don't have any highlights right now, I'm just trying to use it up, and I won't be repurchasing it in the future. And the last product in my shower is this JVN Deep Moisture Mask. And it's just a sample that I have. And I actually had the bigger version of this as well that I already used up. But I never reach for this because I think it says to leave it in your hair for 20 to 30 minutes. And I just don't have that kind of time when I'm in the shower. But this is almost gone, so my goal is to use it up really soon. Here's the final hair product that I want to get out of my shower, and this one has been living there for a couple years now. I do not recommend buying this product. This product is crazy expensive. I honestly don't even want to say how much I spent on this. And this is a conditioner that you're supposed to use for co-washing, so you're supposed to use it in place of a shampoo. It did make my hair feel really soft and conditioned while also still being clean, but I've since realized that you can use any conditioner and it will do pretty much the same thing as this extremely expensive conditioner. There's really nothing all that special about this, and it is not worth literally throwing your money down the drain, because that's what you're doing with this. And I've also since decided that my hair is happiest when I'm using a shampoo at least once a week. Even though I still might co-wash my hair occasionally, I still like to use the shampoo on a weekly basis. And I probably only have a quarter of this left, so I think I can use this up in a few months. And I will not be repurchasing this in the future. Okay, and then these are the other hair products that I own that I don't really love and I just never find myself reaching for. So I really want to try to make it a goal to finish as much of these as possible this year and at least make a dent in the others. And I feel like there's some that I just need to try to see how I feel about them again, and then I might end up just decluttering them. So the first one is this JVN Instant Recovery Serum, and I've actually repurchased this a few times, but I'm not totally crazy about it, and I won't be repurchasing repurchasing it in the future. I just don't find it to be that effective. I like how it's kind of a multitasking product. Like I use it as a curl cream and as a leave-in conditioner and as a heat protectant, but it doesn't really do any of those things that well. Like it's just kind of mediocre. So I don't love it, but I also don't dislike it. And I'm maybe about a third of the way through. I just want to finish this product. So this is definitely being included in my project pan. Next, I have a couple texture putties, and I used to really like the Kenra texture putty, but they for sure changed the formula. And I don't love it. Plus it smells really strongly of cherries. It's not a bad scent, but it's really strong. Usually I'll just use this as a finishing product if I just want to add slight texture and hold to my hair. But I've only used this a couple of times and I haven't used it in several months. So my goal is to try to use this to see if I still like it. And if I don't like it, then this might be a product that I end up decluttering. And then this other hair putty is from Garnier Fructis. This one I bought when I was traveling to Trinidad because I was attending a wedding and I wanted my hair to look good. So I purchased this product as sort of a replacement for this Kenra one since I'd forgotten to bring this one. And it wasn't actually $52, that's Trini money. But I haven't used this since that wedding in 2019. So again, just like the Kenra one, I need to just test it out and try to use it to see if I even still like it. And otherwise, I just need to declutter it. Next, I have this Inner Sense styling foam, and this one I recently picked up from one of the free libraries in Portland. So somebody left it out there because they didn't like it. I picked it up and I've used it once and it made my hair feel really crunchy and stiff. I think maybe I used too much of it. So I'm going to give it a couple more shots to see if I like it. And if not, then I'll probably just leave it back out at the free library. But I figured I'd try it because I am looking for a styling foam that I like. And I don't know if this one is it, but I just need to test it out some more. Here's a product from the Innate Life, and I think I was influenced to buy this one. This is the Herbal Hair Mask. I actually enjoyed using this hair mask, and this is something that I repurchased. But ever since I repurchased it, I have just not been using it as much. I think it's because I'm not very good at planning ahead to use this, because you have to leave it in your hair for a while before you shower. I just never plan ahead that much before my showers, and it's kind of hard to incorporate into my routine. So I just need to remember that this is something that I need to use, and I think I can definitely use this up this year. Another Innate Life product I have is this leave-in conditioner. And this one I probably only have a quarter of it left. I think I can finish this one up pretty fast. I just didn't really like it and didn't find it that effective. And I think if I use too much of it, it kind of weighs my hair down. It's just not my favorite leave-in conditioner, but I think I can definitely get myself to use it up this year. And now I have a few Amika products here. So first I have this plus size volumizing mousse, and I really wanted to like this product, and it's not necessarily a bad product, but I think the scent is just a little strong for me. I typically don't like scented products, especially when I'm using multiple scented products. It can become a little too much for me. It does give me good volume and hold for my curls, but it makes my hair feel dirty a lot quicker. So by day 2, my hair is already looking and feeling a little dirty, and I don't love that. So that's why I typically don't reach for this product, but I think I can get myself to use it up this year. So I'm adding that to my project pan. This Amika product I also just don't love. It's the Heat Defense Serum. It just has a very silicone-y texture, and I have trouble figuring out how to incorporate it into my hair routine. I like that it gives heat protection, and I feel like this is a good product for if I'm straightening my hair, but I haven't straightened my hair for a couple of years now, so I just never find myself reaching for this product. So I'm thinking once I use up this JVN serum as a heat protectant, I can replace it with this one. Hopefully I can use this one in addition to a curl cream and my curl gel so that I can diffuse my curls with a blow dryer without causing any heat damage. And hopefully this will get along well with my other products, but I just need to test it out. And again, if this doesn't end up working for me, then this might be a product that I declutter this year. The last Amika product is Power Hour, this curl refreshing spray. And I really liked this product for a while. I'm probably halfway through with it, but I've since purchased other curl refreshing sprays that I like more. This one I just find can weigh my hair down pretty quickly if I use too much of it. So I typically will spray it on my hands first and then rub it together before putting it in my hair. And it does a good job of making my curls look less frizzy and adding hold to them. But again, I just don't love it and I don't need to use that much of it, so it's really slow going. But I'm hoping this year I can finish it up. Next, I have a couple products from this brand Unite, and both of these I purchased from my hairstylist. Both of these products work pretty well. It's really the scent that kind of bothers me. It's sort of that salon sort of scent, and it smells a little chemically to me, especially this one. This one is really good for adding volume and texture to your hair, but I find that it just makes my hair look dirty, which is good if you want to add grit to your hair to help hold a style in place. But typically, I just want my hair to last as long as possible between washes, and this one just makes my hair instantly feel dirty. I don't like it for that reason, but I think I just need to give it a few more shots before I decide to declutter it. And who knows, maybe it'll grow on me. I just need to try it out. And this one's just a travel size of this leave-in conditioner detangler. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And I'm almost done with it, so I just need to finish it up. And I think this is a product I can very easily finish in the next couple months. So I'm definitely adding this to my project pan. All right, so those are all of the hair products that I want to try to use up in 2025. And we will see how far I can get. I don't think I can use all of them up, but I definitely want to clear up space in my shower and my cabinet because these are all just adding clutter to my life and I don't really love any of them. I just want to try to make my way through them as much as possible. Okay, and then finally, I have a few miscellaneous products that I want to use up this year. So first of all of these sunscreens are pretty much all empty, but there's just a tiny bit of product in each of these. And I've already cut open this one, but I just need to depot these into another container so that I can reach the rest of the product. Because one of my toxic traits is holding on to these almost empty products and having the intention of cutting them open, but then I'll open a new one before I actually finish up any of the others. So these have just been accumulating, and so I need to depot them and use them up. And this is a product that I'll use on my body during the summer as a sunscreen. So these will definitely get used up once summertime comes. Same thing for these Honest lotions. I just keep opening new ones before I finish the old one. I also just need to depot these into another container to make sure that I'm using every last bit. So that's part of my goal for this project pan for 2025 is to depot these items and use them up. A few other items here, I have these Lume deodorants, which I already talked about in my other video where I shared products that I regretted purchasing. You can watch that video to get more of the details on why I don't like them. So I bought a 2-pack of these and I've almost used up this one and then this one I haven't opened yet. So my goal is to just get through these deodorants this year so that I can stop using them because I really don't like them. And then I have this product from Zitsticka. It's the Hyperfade patches. And I think I got these for free as like PR several years ago. And you can see I still have 4 of them left. I think that the packaging on these is so wasteful. And I have so many dark spots that I'm not just targeting one dark spot at a time. I want to target multiple. So these just do not make sense for me, but I still have them. So I just need to use them. And yeah, I only have 4 left. So I could very easily use these up in the next week. And I just need to remember that I have them and make an effort to use them. Next, I have a few other face products. This next one is the Cocokind Sea Kale Clay Mask. And this one I received free with a purchase. And I actually do really like this product. It's just hard for me to fit a clay face mask into my routine because it just feels like a lot of work to have to wash it off and it gets kind of messy in my bathroom. But I do feel like it's effective. It leaves my skin feeling really nice. So my goal is to use this up this year. I also have this Cocokind product that I also got free with a purchase, and it's the Chia Bounce Mask. I also think this product is just okay. It does seem to add some hydration, but it's so liquidy that I find it really messy to use. And usually I'll try to use this in the shower, but then it just kind of runs off my face. But I feel like I can very easily use this up in the next few months. So I'm adding this to my project pan. And then I have this Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliant. And this one also is very much expired, but I'm still using it. I don't use it all that often. I'll use it maybe like once a week. I do find it really effective. It makes my skin feel really smooth and it's not too irritating. Like it feels very gentle, but it does feel a little oily on the skin and it's just not my favorite product to use. So I'm just trying to use this up, but I don't want to overuse it because I don't want to irritate my skin. I'm just kind of taking it slow with this, but I do want to finish it this year. And I probably only have a quarter of this product left. So I'm really close to finishing it, and I feel like finishing it this year is very doable. And then finally, I have these Bioma cleansers, and I talked about both of these in that video of my purchasing regrets. I've actually already finished this one here. It's the Milky Moisture Cleanser. And then this one just really irritated my face. So I've just been using it to clean my ears in the shower. I'll use it on like my ears and my body. I'm just trying to get through this one so that I can clear up more space in my shower. So this is definitely getting added to my project pan for 2025. I also have these sheet face masks that I want to get through. All of these I received as gifts from friends and family, and I honestly just forget that I have them. I think the key to using these up is just to put them in someplace visible so that I remember to use them. So I definitely think that I can get through all of these in the next few months. So those are the products that I want to try to focus on for Project Pan in 2025. I don't know how many I'll actually get through, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not doing this Project Pan in order to go out and buy more stuff. I'm really trying to pare down my collection and own less stuff in general. So I'm hoping that between my hair care and my makeup and my skincare, that I'll really get it down to the essentials this year. And my plan is to take pictures of all of these products and weigh them so that I can track the progress for this Project Pan. And I don't expect to go through these items quickly, so I probably won't do another update for another 6 months or so, but we will see how it goes and I will keep you updated. And let me know if Project Pan is something that you'll be doing this year, or if you also are trying to do a no or low buy year. And then maybe we can all encourage each other. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.